What is up, YouTube? It is Karima. I made a video and I've gone to go edit it and I realised the mic was muted the whole time. So that's great. So what I'm going to be doing instead, I'll post a video, but I'm going to have a voiceover all over it with some music and we'll just see how it goes. So if you're a little bit confused, viewers, it's fine. I just was silly and forgot to unmute the mic. So let's go to the video now. Okay, so for this new year, I decided I wanted to do a blanket in 2025. So I decided I'm going to be doing a temperature blanket. I've been seeing all this on TikTok, all of it's trending. I decided I should do it. So, what exactly is a temperature blanket? A temperature blanket is where you do one row for 365 days for the year based on the temperature outside. So this is a great way of showing the temperature for that day for the rest of the year. And then when you look back at the end of the year, you'll see how the temperature changes were of that year. So as you can see, I am doing a chain long enough to be able to get a long enough width to be able to figure out how long of a blanket you are going to have. You can find out the width. So what I saw, that you can do 5 rows and you times those 5 rows by 75 to get 365 rows. So you measure out the 5 rows of whatever stitch you are doing, single crochet, half double crochet, how long it is, times that by 73 to get 365, so then you know how long the blanket's going to be. From that you can base it on how long the width can be. So for this blanket I decided to chain 55 inches wide, so this would give me 91.25 inches in length. I use a tape measure to be able to figure out how long it would be, therefore would be a great length. 91 inches long is roughly 7 feet. Here I've made a list of the colours and the sizes so I know how long it's going to end up being. I forgot to count how long the chains were, but I ended up measuring about 55 inches in width so that I could then start going into length. So yeah, so here is the 55 inches long, width of the blanket. Therefore I will start crocheting across. For this I am doing a single crochet stitch, or you can do half double if you prefer. I decided to do single crochet because I didn't want the blanket to be too long, but you know what, it's fine. There you go, that's me starting the single crocheting to go along. I started with pink because the temperature of that day was 6 degrees, and as I live in the UK it gets quite cold. So this was me doing the 1st of January. I did the first 7 rows on this day because I wanted to start from the 1st of January, but I hadn't had time, so this is me starting on the 7th, but doing the 7 rows to get myself started. So yes, pretty excited about it. Just wanted to mention my best friend. He will be editing this video, which I am really thankful for. Absolutely love you, because I do not know how to edit, so you mean the world to me. Thank you for editing this video. So as I've said, I'm doing pink for the 1st of January, and blue would be for the 2nd of January because it was slightly colder on that day, and I had to tangle all that yarn the night before because there was a lot to untangle. go see my TikTok Kruma Crochets and you can see me untangling the yarn. So for Christmas I received this from my friend. He got this as a gift for me and I absolutely love it. I use it all the time when I crochet. The yarn holder, I do recommend going to buy one because it helps you a lot. So yeah, definitely go buy one. Yeah, my friend was absolutely amazing for this. I love you so much. Again, thank you. So this is me finishing one row of the blanket. As I said, I'm doing the first 7 rows for the last 7 days. And this is me attaching the second row on as I am doing it in blue, as it was slightly colder on day 2 of temperature of 4 degrees. So yeah, I do want to say if you are doing the temperature blanket that you have to plan beforehand, because it's not easy to get planned. You have to make a colour scheme, make sure you're getting enough of the yarn for it. So as you can see, I am doing the 2nd of January, row 2 of the day. I'm doing it in blue as it was 4 degrees from the top of my head. I recommend keeping a diary to put the temperatures of each day of the year in there. You will find it so much more useful, especially if you do not have time to crochet that day and you want to pick up it the next day. So keeping a record of the temperature would be a great idea. So I will continue with this row and I will show you when I get to the next colour. So this is me doing the next colour on my blanket. This is the 4th row, as 2 and 3 had very similar temperatures. So dark blue represents the temperature going to 0 degrees that day, and because we live in the UK, that is expected. Temperatures are crazy, obviously. Yeah, it's starting to turn out very beautiful and I am absolutely loving it. I've decided that dark blue would be the colour of the temperature below 0 degrees, but if it drops below -5 degrees, I doubt it will, but it's the UK so we never know. I'll probably change the colour, we'll see in future. Yeah, but the tangled yarn, I have so many tangled yarn like that. Go see my TikTok if you want to go see that. I'll leave that in the description below. But yeah, I have a lot I need to definitely go through because it's too much. So this is the result after 7 rows, the different colours, and I was pretty excited. I decided to keep the yarn on because not cut it off, rather than cutting it off and then starting with the same colour tomorrow. So I decided to check what the temperature would be for tomorrow. I checked the temperature would be around -2, the lowest -2, highest 2 degrees. You cannot predict in the UK, so I kept the yarn on in the end. Yeah, so don't ask how I got to dark blue to pink, because this is the UK, you cannot predict how it's going to be. Yeah, this is me finishing off the rows. I decided I was going to weave in the ends after this. If you ever decide to do temperature blanket, make sure you weave in your ends as you go, rather than leaving a massive chunk to do at the end, because that will take forever. Please do not do that. So I will be doing this after this video and sorting out that yarn. God. As you can see, I'm just showing you the weaves end, and here is the blanket for the 7 rows. Obviously it's going to curl in the first few rows because it's small, it's long, it's inevitable. So as your blanket will grow, it will stop curling eventually. I'm on day 12 right now and it's still curling, but I'm assuming after it gets to about 40 days it will grow to the length it needs to. Anyway, thank you for coming with me on this voiceover. So it's Back to the Future. That is the end of my video and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and I'm very sorry about the audio. Yeah, happy with how my blanket's going. I'm going to keep that going for the rest of the year. I'll occasionally show it in videos. Yeah. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Please like the video.